If you want to buy your first Plum paper planner, but you feel a little bit intimidated with the online ordering process, in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the entire process of ordering a planner. At the same time, I'm going to showcase some new things they've launched recently, their new neutral layout, so let's go. Plum paper, you can get those planners basically whenever, and you can start it when you want. So they don't have like in stock, like this is our inventory. It's basically print on demand, and you have to see if you haven't already. I'm going to go to the fully customized planner section, like go through the process of building a planner. And I'm going to do a 7x9. I'm going to click explore layouts, and I'm going to go to one of their more popular ones that I've used before, vertical priorities. Let's do that one. And the first thing is you have to pick the cover. So I'm going to go ahead and just like let it pick that one. I'm going to leave it where it's just synthetic, but you can change it to where it has the synthetic and the clear cover. Some people don't like that clear plastic thing that goes on top of the actual like cover that has a design. So I like that they've done that recently where they've given us the option, or you can make it a hardcover. And then they have like options for the types of hardcovers. If you get a hardcover, your coil size is going to be a little bit bigger. That's one of the things with Plum paper that people seem to have a little bit of an issue with, especially if you're used to Erin Condren and then you switch over, is their coils are not as big and you don't have the option to upgrade your coil. So if you really want to have a bigger coil, I would do a hardcover, and then potentially you can just like snip that cover off and pop on an Erin Condren cover. Just saying. It'll work. I've done it. I did it with my daily planner that I was in for a little while. So let me leave it at this one that it's got for me, and I'm going to do none here because you could personalize that. I'm trying to get it to the point. See, look, these are the color schemes now that you can pick from, and this is a neutral one. So the neutral, you have like this beige color that replaces anything that had any kind of color before, and it's going to be the same every month. But wait, there's more. You can take off the color and it'll be completely grayscale, which looks a lot like their undated products that they launched sometime last year, except this is dated because you can pick the start date and that kind of thing. You can even get rid of the lines. So if you like a certain layout, but you don't like the lines, look what's going to happen. I click lines and boom, it's blank. I can get myself a vertical priority planner without the lines in here. You can really like get down into that. Now I'm going to go back to the modern color scheme, and I'm going to see if you can do the same. Yes. So you can take out the color and take out the lines in a different color scheme also. So play around with this. Plum paper like really has just blown us all away with this option now. So after you've like picked that, you click next, and then you can customize it. So you can, it's like $5 more. That's the default, $5 more for you to do a customized layout. Or you can click over here for standard layout, and then it'll just populate what it thinks. And basically the only things it populates is here and here. The top box priorities, and then the other box a to do today, which I think that's how I got mine when I got my priorities, is I did it that way. There's no word, they don't put anything here, they don't put anything here. I think you can put something here if you customize it. So if you want to customize these boxes especially, or if you don't want it to say this stuff, you go to customize, and it's going to show you over here what section you're customizing. So then you click over here, and they give you some pre-selected options. So you see where it's this says important this week. Those are just like some pre-populated text messages I think that you might want to use to label that area, or you can go to other and you can type in whatever you want. You give it a second, and then it'll show you, see, whatever you want. All right. I don't think my keyboard's in caps lock though. Is it? Yeah, it's going to be, it looks like it's going to be capital letters no matter what. So keep that in mind. Or you can leave it blank. And you can choose, if you do leave it blank, you can leave all of them blank. So if you don't like the standard layout where it has like priorities and to-do lists, you could click leave blank all of it, and you can leave these blank, and then everything will be blank. And every week you just kind of can change your mind and make each thing something different. So I'm gonna keep going here and leave them all blank. But you see how the section changes and shows you which section you're doing. And then after that, that's when you get to pick the calendar year that you want the planner to start. You also can choose if you want it to start, if you want the calendar view to be a Sunday or a Monday start, which that was something I think they added. Why do I sound so, hold on. Okay, dang. All right, yeah, you can change it to a Sunday start if you want, if you don't like Monday starts, but Monday's a default. Then you pick the year that you want the planner to start. So you can even backdate it if you wanted to. I don't know how far they'll let you backdate. Wow, I could do all the way back to like January 2023. So you can pick when you want it to start. So I'm going to do 2024 January. And you can pick a 6-month planner. Now you get the option to do 6 months. They used to not have this option before. It used to be a minimum was 12 months. So now the $37 price, the base point price that you see, is for a 6-month planner. If you want it to be a 12-month planner, you have to it's going to be $8 more. See how the price changed to $45. And then you can pick it so that this has holidays or no holidays. I think I did mine with no holidays, and I think you can even add your own. So if you want to sign in, you can add your own events and birthdays and things like that. And I think once you've got that information entered in once, it'll be there for a while. I've never done that, so I'm not sure how that goes. But you can click like the country holidays and click the US holidays, and then it'll like even let you pick which ones. So usually what I do is I take out holidays that I do not really want written down in my planner. Basically pick and choose like all the ones that you care about. So that's awesome. And then you hit save. Then if you want religious holidays, you can click here, and then it gives you like the Islamic holidays, Muslim ones, Jewish ones, Hindu ones, and obviously the Christian ones. I think if I click on Christian, it gives me more. So this is where I would unselect these, and I would add Mardi Gras, because we are in Louisiana and we celebrate Mardi Gras. Like, it ends up being days off from school. So that is like the only thing I would add here. The rest of these are already in there. Save. Then you click next, and it'll give you the binding options. So then you can go from there. So you can get it unpunched. Now you have the option to do a gold coil, which is cool because now that's kind of competing with Erin Condren. But I heard that the golden coil from Plum paper is not as shiny yellow, it's more of like a muted type gold. So I probably would like it. After you pick the coil, then you can add on stuff. So you can play around and go through here all the different sections. There's like a home section, there's a business section, lifestyle section. I would pay attention to like the notes and lists section, because that one is where you're going to see the ability to add like lined pages, and you can either add it as a tab on its own all the way at the back of the planner, or you can disperse it. So you can add like 1 page per month, 2 pages per month, and it shows you the prices. Now, keep in mind, when you add this stuff, it's going to bulk up your coil, and it shows you over here the page limit. You only can add like up to 80 pages for this particular planner that I've got. It won't let you go past that. So if you start adding some stuff, just pay attention to this page number limit. And then you should be able to click next, and it'll ask you like, are you sure everything's fine? And you have to click this final approval, and then you add to cart. It takes a little bit more time to put a Plum paper together, but it can totally be worth it, especially if you want a planner that's going to start like at a weird point in the year. Then you can have it start just basically whenever you want. If you want to do the planner right now, you can have it start in October. As your planner, you can do what you want. So I think you could get it. Let me edit. You can get it to where it's, let's say if we started it in October. Let me see. If I started in October and I did, October would be October, November, December, so that's 3 more months. So it would be like a 15-month planner. If I wanted it to go all the way to the end of 2024, 15-month planner, it makes the price $51.75. That's not too bad. That is what's new from Plum paper. So go check out like the stuff, especially if you weren't ever really a fan of the color before. You can totally do that now, especially because you can, wait, where'd I go? You can, hold on, I'm gonna play around for a second, because I think when I did this modern color scheme and it allowed me to take the color off, okay, on the week, like in the thing, it's not taking the color off the tabs. So if you like having like the colorful tabs, but you want the neutral planner pages, I hit my mic. That's the way to go.